Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel on engineering mathematics. In this video, we are going to see what is Fourier cosine and sine transform. We will also see examples on each of these. First, we recall the definition of Fourier transform. We know that the Fourier transform of f of x is given by the integral 1 by root 2 pi into integration of f of x e raised to isx dx over the limit minus infinity to infinity. We denote it by capital F of s. We know that e raised to isx can be expanded as cos sx plus I sin sx. So when we do so, f of s becomes 1 by root 2 pi into integral of f of x into cos sx plus I sin sx dx over the limit minus infinity to infinity. We distribute this integral over this addition, so we get f of s is equal to sum of these two expressions. Now we take the case when f of x is an even function. We know that product of two even functions is an even, so f of x into cos sx is an even function. Therefore, value of integration of f of x into cos sx dx over the limit minus infinity to infinity would be 2 times integral from 0 to infinity of f of x into cos sx dx. Whereas f of x into sin sx will be an odd function, so value of the integration of f of x into sin sx dx over the limit minus infinity to infinity will be 0. So f of s will become 2 times integral of f of x into cos sx dx over the limit 0 to infinity divided by root 2 pi plus I into 0, that is just 0. Similarly, when we take the case when f of x is an odd function, then f of x into sin sx will become an even function because product of two odd functions is an even function. So integral of f of x into sin sx over the limit minus infinity to infinity will become 2 times integral of f of x sin sx dx over the limit 0 to infinity. Whereas this f of x into cos sx will become an odd function because product of odd into even function is an odd function. So the integral of odd function over the limit minus infinity to infinity will be 0. We call this expression as Fourier cosine transform of f of x because it consists of cosine term, and we call this expression as Fourier sine transform because it consists of sine term. Let us summarize this. The infinite Fourier sine transform of f of x, where x varies from 0 to infinity, is denoted by fss and is defined by the integral of f of x into sin sx dx over the limit 0 to infinity into root of 2 by pi. Whereas the infinite Fourier cosine transform of f of x, where x varies from 0 to infinity, denoted by fcs, is defined by root of 2 by pi into integral of f of x cos sx dx over the limit 0 to infinity. Now let us see example of each of these. Here question is to find Fourier sine transform of f of x is equal to 1 by x. According to the definition of Fourier sine transform, we know FSS, that is Fourier sine transform of f of x, is equal to root of 2 by pi into integral of f of x sin sx dx over the limit 0 to infinity. Now we will substitute 1 by x for this f of x. So we get FSS is equal to this expression. To evaluate this integral, we are going to substitute Sx is equal to t. Differentiating both sides, we get s into dx is equal to dt. Now we check the limits. When x is equal to 0, this t will also become 0. Similarly, when x is infinity, t will also become infinity. Now let us transform this integral from dx to dt. This root 2 by pi will remain as it is. This integration of 1 by x will become s by t, whereas sine sx will become sine t and dx will become dt by s. This s and this s will get cancelled. So we have fss is equal to root 2 by pi into integration of sine t by t dt over the limit 0 to infinity. Using theory of Laplace transformation, one can say that value of this integral is equal to pi by 2. So when you simplify this, you will get fss, that is Fourier sine transform of f of x, is equal to root of pi by 2. Now we'll see an example of Fourier cosine transform. Here the question is to find Fourier cosine transform of f of x if f of x is defined as cos kx, where x takes values from 0 to a, and f of x is equal to 0 whenever x is greater than a. By the definition of Fourier cosine transform, FCS is given by root of 2 by pi into integration of f of x cos sx dx over the limit 0 to infinity. Since f of x is defined over these two intervals, we will distribute this integral into two, from 0 to a and from a to infinity. So in the interval 0 to a, f of x will take value cos kx, this cos sx as it is, and in the other integral f of x takes value 0, so its value will be 0. Now let us evaluate this integral. Integrand is cos kx into cos sx. We know the trigonometric identity which states cos a into cos b is cos a plus b plus cos a minus b divided by 2. So we use the same and write this as 1 by 2 into integration of cos k plus sx plus cos k minus sx dx over the limit 0 to a. Integration of cosine is sine. So integration of cos of k plus sx will be sine k plus sx divided by k plus s, and integration of cos k minus sx will be sine k minus sx divided by k minus s. Now we substitute these limits in x. So we get FCS is equal to 1 by root 2 pi into sine of k plus s a divided by k plus s plus sine of k minus s a divided by k minus s. When we put 0 in x, we will have sine 0 here and here, and since sine 0 is 0, both the terms will become 0. So this is Fourier cosine transform of the given function. I hope you understood the derivations of expressions for Fourier cosine and sine transform as well as the examples on these. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more such engineering mathematics videos. Please press the bell icon to have updated information about my videos.